Hello everyone, I'm Jaden, the product pre-sales engineer. I'm very happy to introduce you to our premium project cameras with top-notch AI, the DeepinViewX camera with large-scale AI model for perimeter protection. Let's talk about traditional video analytics first. For conventional VCA, including deep learning AI algorithms, usually has a strong reliance on data and often requires complex configuration, such as fine calibration, to make sure the result is accurate. Also, the algorithms lack reasoning and cognitive capabilities, which means the actual performance is only ensured for environments close to the training condition, which means limited scenario adaptability, and it costs a lot to train and deploy algorithm models. Therefore, when there are false or missed alarm on site, it is difficult to quickly improve accuracy at a small cost. Yet, it was only after implementing our own large-scale AI models for the security industry that we were able to create the optimal algorithm or model for perimeter protection. The core value of the large vision models lies in enhancing the detection rate and reducing the false alarm rate. It can effectively distinguish the target from the interfacing items in complicated image recognition tasks, optimizing the visual feature recognition results. From this diagram, we can tell, first, after reaching a certain level, the performance of the small model flattens out. Even if more data is provided, the improvement is not obvious. However, the large model adopts the transformer architecture, so its absorption capacity for massive knowledge is stronger. The large model can increase the performance ceiling. Second, with the same performance, the large model requires less data. With the same data volume, the large model performs better. Third, the large model has a stronger generalizing ability, which can enhance the detection ability in environments with different conditions. We could say that the small model is a kid, while the large model is a young adult. Of something unknown, the kid may have a one-sided or shallow understanding due to his lack of experience and knowledge. Compared with the kid, the young adult is likely to perform better because they know more and are more experienced. Taking the performance improvement of the perimeter protection algorithm as an example, the large models are better at generalization, especially in the intelligent application of perimeter protection. Facing different lighting, weather, environmental conditions, and image quality differences, compared with traditional AI, the large AI models can recognize better and are more adaptable to various scenarios. In complex application scenarios, the detection accuracy is significantly improved under the same detection rate conditions. Compared with traditional AI algorithms, the large model's false alarm rates are reduced by more than 90%, thereby significantly improving. As the hardware performance improves, now we can run the large-scale AI model on edge devices such as network cameras and NVRs to further improve accuracy. Based on our actual testing, this camera reaches next-level VCA performance. For VCA range, we have the 80 meters at night and 100 meters a day. Performance doubled comparing to conventional AI cameras. There are also 99% less false alarms compared to conventional non-AI cameras, focusing on real threats to save security time and labor. There are also 80% fewer false alarms compared to accuracies. Besides, we have the 50% less repeated alarms compared to conventional AI cameras, and incident handling efficiency up. Here we could see the testing demo is between the DeepinView versus the DeepinViewX in IR mode and in low light long range. Well, for the comparison, test videos from a challenging environment, DeepinView versus DeepinViewX with large-scale AI model for your reference. The outdoor nighttime is around like 0.22 lux and tiny objects of vehicles and persons for 80 meters away, and both cameras with the same level optics. We could see that the regular DeepinView can detect objects from time to time, which is quite impressive. However, it fails when impacted by noise, dust, overlapping, and other factors, thus not trigger the alarm. And the one with the large-scale AI model on the right keeps detecting the object and triggers an alarm event at a long distance in low light. So I recommend using IR supplemental light mode for low light and long range scenarios. Also, note that the blue box and line stands for the camera detecting range for alarm rule, and the box line turning red stands for the alarms triggered, for the green box, which means that the object detected by the cameras. This is another testing demo with the low light and long range. It's between the AccuSense versus DeepinViewX, also in IR mode. Well, for this one, the outdoor nighttime is approximately around like 0.5 lux, and also the person with 80 meters away. Both cameras with the same sensor size for 1/1.8 inch. We can also see that the DeepinViewX performs better than the AccuSense. The third testing demos is actually for the false alarm filtering. It's between the conventional AI camera versus the DeepinViewX camera. For the conventional AI cameras, it occasionally detects objects such as waving flags, changing lights, and reflections. You can see the green detection box. And sometimes trigger false alarms. You can see the VCA rule box turns red. However, for the DeepinViewX camera, such items are not considered as objects of interest and do not trigger the alarm. These testing demos shows that more performance comparison. More performance comparison demos for your reference. The video on the left is from regular AI cameras, and the video on the right is from the DeepinView perimeter protection camera with large-scale AI model. As can be seen, the camera with large-scale AI model performs better under various extreme and challenging environments. Nighttime low-light scenarios with complex environment lighting of glare and reflections, with fewer missed detections or false alarms, and also more stable event detection. It has the better detection of the remote tiny objects at night, and more sensitive to distant events. For the perimeter walls, the DeepinViewX with large-scale AI models have more sensitive recognition of unconventional posture beyond normal walking gait, for example, climbing, and even with environment occlusions or small target sites. Here are more testing details. Well, for the testing info I'll give you for reference, we compare the regular DeepinView camera and DeepinViewX perimeter protection camera with AI large-scale model and DeepinMind AI box. For testing condition consistency, the AI box input source is from the same DeepinView perimeter protection camera with large-scale AI model. Same video input image with AI running on different devices. And we ran an 18-hour continuous comparison test with 3 types of AI products in a parking lot. So out of over 500 total detected events, only 3 false alarms from the DeepinView cameras with the large-scale AI model. And clearly, it outperforms the others with a much less false alarm ratio. Also, the repeated alarms are cut down by half. With such impressive false alarm and repeated alarm reduction, the large-scale AI model can greatly save security labor and time, reduce bandwidth and storage costs for ARCS, and significantly improve incident handling efficiency. Here is a product overview cameras. First, the DeepinViewX network cameras, including 3 models. Here are the details of Release 7 series DeepinViewX Large Vision Models cameras. You can see that apart from the top-tier AI we just introduced, the camera has industry-leading features and performance. We have 4 and 8 MP models available, and 24 and for 7 days high clarity image with 1/1.8 inches large sensor, and 140 dB WDR P iris lens up to 100 meter smart hybrid ride. It is also flexible to deploy, adapt to environments with high project competitiveness. It has rich interfaces, G-sensor, TPM 2.0 security module, and for the -40 to 65 degrees Celsius, low temperature startup with lens heater demist. We also have the IP67 and IK10 for the anti-corrosion models available. We also have the license for railway EMC compliance and also PVC-free. Here is another showcase for the 5 series. Apart from the top-tier AI capability we just introduced, the camera also had the industry-leading features and performance. However, these 5 series have the 4 MP models available, also with 24 for a 7-day high-clarity image for f1.0 large aperture fixed lens. Also have 1/1.8 inches large sensor with 120 dB WDR, up to 80 meters smart hybrid ride. It also flexible to deploy, adapt to environments with high project competitiveness. It also have the heater demist and also have the anti-corrosion models available. Here is the product overview cameras. First, the network camera with the Guanlan Large Vision Model for perimeter protection. The DeepinViewX 7 series varifocal lens cameras were already released last year with up to 100 meters VCA detection range. And now we are releasing an entry-level DeepinViewX 5 series fixed lens cameras this month with up to 80 meters VCA range. Also, a DeepinViewX 7 series tri-lens cameras is coming soon next month, covering a long depth of field perimeter of up to 120 meters VCA range. Here is the product overview for PTZ camera. We will release the DeepinViewX PTZ camera with a large-scale AI model for perimeter protection in June, with up to 400 meters VCA detection range. And the DeepinViewX Tandem VU PTZ camera with large-scale AI model for perimeter protection will be released at the end of June, which provided panoramic coverage and details in one unit. Both models are recommended for multi-area detection. Here are the recommended scenarios. These products are recommended for all kinds of scenarios with perimeter protection needs, such as villas, residential areas, office parks, parking lots, and alarm receiving centers, and many others. This is our new DeepinViewX 7 series camera with large-scale AI model. And you can see that it has almost the same appearance with the old one, but it has the more powerful inside core. With a better AI chip, it has higher computing ability to support better algorithms and helps our cameras with better performance. Then you can see here is the varifocal lens. From 2.8 mm to 12 mm with 1/1.8 inch sensor. It has the lens heater to demist, and it could help our camera to have the high performance in different weathers like the snowing and rainy days. It has AI ISP and sharp motion technology to keep a high image quality whole day around. And under that, it is our powerful infrared light, covering 100 meters detection distance to support the long VCA range. Besides, it is a camera with high protection level. It has the IP67 and IK10. You can also see the anti-corrosion sign at this place. So it is also an anti-corrosion camera. We gained the certificate of NEMA 4X, which means that the camera can even work in those kind of challenging scenarios like seaside and chemical industries, etc.
Okay, now let's move on to the website demonstration part. And after logging into the web interface, the first screen you will see is the live view. Here, you are looking at the parking lot of Hikvision's European office. What is remarkable is that this entire area is covered just using one single camera, showcasing its wide field of view and excellent detection capabilities. Next, let's move on to the VCA section and enter the Smart Event configuration. We are now looking at the intrusion detection mode. You can enable it, and from here, you can freely define a detection area. The system allows for polygonal zone settings up to 10 sites, which offers great flexibility for more complex security environments, such as construction sites, where irregular shapes may need to be monitored. I can show you. Here. Yeah, you can see it can set up to 10 sites. Our solution also supports detection by target type, including humans and vehicles, helping reduce false alarms and increase detection accuracy. In addition, you can easily configure the alarm interval based on your specific monitoring needs. Besides, we've also added an advanced configuration option for this camera model. To better adapt to various application scenarios, we provide two scene modes, with general mode set as default. The system is designed to filter targets based on your movement traits, helping eliminate irrelative objects or motion. By adjusting the sensitivity value, here, you can fine-tune how responsive the camera is to motion within the defined zone. You can see here, a higher value can effectively reduce false alarms, but may increase missed alarms. So please set it and check the effect according to the actual situation. That concludes the interface overview. As you can see, the whole system is both intuitive and powerful, offering professional-grade features while remaining user-friendly.
Okay, so now that we've introduced the products and its core features, now let's take a closer look at how it actually performs in the field. So to help us dive deeper, we are excited to have Alan with us today. Hello, Alan.
Hello, good morning, guys. I'm Alan.
Well, Alan is our technical manager and brings a wealth of frontline experience to the table. He has worked closely with our customers and project teams and has an in-depth understanding of the product itself. And I know that recently we also have been conducting tests with these products in various parts of Europe. So first, Alan, could you share with us your overall impression of the product based on this recent experience, like how you feel about these products?
Yeah, amazing product. I feel excited because I saw the performance from my eyes. And I think this camera will solve a lot of problems and pain points for my customer. and of course, will change the market.
That sounds really promising. Maybe we can talk more about like how this product really benefits to our customers.
Yeah, I think there are two most valuable benefits the DeepinViewX camera can provide to customer. So first, very important point is like, it's the camera. We are able to filter out 99% of the false alarm. Yeah.
But what in a specific way that it's add value to our customers' business? Like, save costs or?
Yeah, the benefit is, save cost and human resource. For example, for alarm receiving center business, a lot of people sitting in the room for the alarm double verification, and the people manually check if it's a false alarm or real alarm. So if it's a real alarm, take the first action. So a camera is able to filter 99% of false alarm. So you can imagine we can save a huge cost of the labor cost. Yeah. And usually I always believe what I saw from my eyes. So we did a long time testing in Europe. So let's have a look together to see the real performance. Yeah. So now you can see it's a parking lot. We select a parking lot for the testing. So why we select a parking lot for testing? Because it's a very difficult scenario. Because there's a lot of car parked here, but we only want to detect out the moving vehicle and also the human. But for the previous access camera, it's very hard for the human and the vehicle classification to filter out the false alarm, for example, the parked vehicle. And and also a lot of other factors were affected the VCA performance. For example, the shadows and the light change, daylight switch, and even the animals were easily triggered the false alarm. So, but our DeepinViewX camera, we did a very good performance. So we can have a look together. So we can firstly search the history alarm recorder. So I selected the date from 18 April to 21 April because this is the holiday in Netherlands. So if we find the alarm here, so all is false alarm. So here we can see we have 3 cameras here. The first one is our thermal camera, and the second one is our X-Sense camera, and the third one is our DeepinViewX camera. So I just selected the X-Sense camera. Yeah, you see a lot of false alarm here.
Yes.
Yeah, and also day and light, and we can see a lot of false alarm is triggered by such kind of LED screen. Yeah. I also exported the videos so we can see more details and clearly how it happened and how we avoid such kind of situation. So here, let's see more details. I export the video. So first video, you can see the left camera is our X-ray camera. Yeah. The right camera is our DeepinViewX, and we see actually it's animal triggered. Animal triggered the X-ray camera. Our X-ray camera is a good camera, and we filter 19% of false alarm, but actually also
technologies.
Okay. So our DeepinViewX camera, we based on the large-scale AI mode. For the previous X-ray camera, we say human vehicle classification, human vehicle and others. And but for the large-scale AI mode, the algorithm, we are not identify human vehicle, but identify human vehicle, animals, and even more objects. Yeah. So that's why we can feel such kind of animals, because we know it's animal. Yeah. And we go to the next video. And the next video we can saw
It's a very interesting scenarios. Like we could see that there is an advertising AIoT, and there are some humans in
the fake man in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
advertisement. It triggered a alarm for the access camera. So it's a very difficult situation because it's a person in the advertisement. So by the human vehicle classification, it's a real alarm. And but we filter out in DeepinViewX camera.
like also maybe some why it can filter that way.
Yeah. So why we can filter out?
Yeah.
Let's ask you a question. Do you know for the video, 1 second,
Yeah.
including how many frames?
Like
25?
25 or 60.
Yeah. It's like because one video, 1 second, it's a 25 frames, right? So, so it's like our DeepinViewX camera. Every 2 frames, we have an analyze, and we combine together.
Okay.
So it's a real-time analyze. So we know the continuous behavior of a human or vehicle. That's why we can filter out is a real human. Also we have some other points, algorithm update, big data. Yeah, we have a lot, but a very important point is like it's real-time analyze. We know the behavior, continuous behavior, so we can filter it's a fake man or it's a real man. Yeah. Another video. Strong light. It's a strong light. So when we install the camera in the city, we always have a lot of influence. Very difficult. Yeah. So our DeepinViewX camera, we can filter the strong light. And let's have a look at this video. So you can see alarm is triggered on the left camera. So because of the strong lights, the sunshine change on the ground, so it's triggered the access alarm. Because access alarm, when the sunshine triggered the detection, access camera was double verification, human and vehicle. But this is a parking lot. A lot of cars here. So this is a real alarm for access camera.
Yeah.
But we know for us, we have a lot of technologies. We can filter such kind of false alarm. And also, this camera, we not only reduce the false alarm rate, but also we avoid some real alarm missing. Let's have a look at this video. So you can see it's a special car. It's a forklift. Yeah. And you can see on the left camera, access is missing because it's not a regular car, not a real car. So for the human and vehicle classification, we missing the alarm in the previous camera, but in the access camera, in the DeepinViewX camera, we detected and triggered because we not only identify it's a regular car, but for the special car, we can also identify.
Yes.
Okay, so we just show the real performance of the related to false alarm rate. We can filter out 99% of the false alarm and also avoid alarm missing. And the second very important the benefit is like our camera. We are able to cover an ultra long VCA distance.
Yes.
Yeah.
See from the picture that is longer than before.
It's a fresh video.
Yeah.
We just make testing this week. It's a fresh video. And let's have a look of the start with 15 meters. We have 3 cameras here. So the first one is our access camera, latest access camera. And the second camera is our DeepinViewX camera, the economic version, the 5T economic version. And the last camera, third camera, is our DeepinViewX, the professional model. So we start with the 50 meters. So we can see all the cameras is triggered. All the camera is triggered. And when we go to the 110 meters, so we can see Yeah, accent camera missing. Actually, accent camera, it only can detect 16 meters under the 2.8 millimeter lens. And we can see we still, in the DeepinViewX camera, all trigger. Now you can see it's 110 meters and with a 2.8 millimeter lens. Then we go further, 120 meters. Now we can see DeepinViewX camera with the professional version still can detect 120 meters. We can go further, 130 meters, still triggered. Yeah, so you can see in the daytime, our DeepinViewX camera with the professional model, the 7 series, we get detector up to 130 meters. It's with the 2.8 millimeter lens. So you can cover a very large area, but also ultra long VCA distance. So how about in the nighttime? Nighttime we can see we start with the auto tested with the 2.8 millimeter lens. So this is we can see the limitation for the DeepinViewX, the professional version. We can detect up to 90 meters. Yeah, and to the DeepinViewX economic version, our testing we can detect the 17 meters. And because of the built-in powerful IR, you don't need to install external lights. Yeah, we're just using the built-in IR, LED IR, so to cover a long distance. Some other videos is for the some other videos in our real scenario is for the perimeter protection to the fence. So you can see the performance. We can see a long distance coverage. Yeah, also with the clear image quality. Yeah. So this is the second point. Is our camera. We can cover an ultra long VCA distance, but also with the deep learning technology. Yeah.
Yeah. So like since it have this level of excellence performance, like what are the technology breakthrough behind it? Like how did that double?
Yeah, we have a lot of upgrade with the hardware upgrade and with the algorithm upgrade. We have a lot of technology breakthroughs. But one very important upgrade is like we double the VCA analyze resolution thanks for the upgrading of the hardware. So now we are able to send the full HD stream to our GPU corner to real-time analyze the information from the stream. So we double the resolution, analyze the resolution, so we double the VCA distance. This is a very like big updates from us. And also some maybe our customer may ask the benefits. So the benefits is obvious. So because usually, for example, for 100 meters fence, perimeter protection, usually we need at least 2 or 3 cameras.
But now we only need maybe
one. Yeah, you know, for camera installation, it costs a lot. Yeah, you install the cameras and cabling, network, power, construction, it costs a lot. And sometimes in some scenario, it's impossible to install so many cameras. So our cameras, we reduce the camera installation, which means we reduce the cost for whole project.
Yes, of course. So, well, above all, like we discussed, so mainly 2 highlights point. Like one is it can up to 99 filtering false alarm rate. And the second is the detection distance could be double than before. So very thank you, Alan, for those valuable insights. And thanks everyone who joined us today. Well, we hope this session could give you a clearer picture of what the Produce can do and how it performs in real-world settings and innovation driving it forward. So if you have any further questions or would like to learn more, please don't hesitate to reach out to our team. We are always happy to continue the conversation. So once again, thank you for your time and attention. Stay tuned for more updates, and we look forward to seeing you at the next session. So until then, take care and goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.